Hey there! Oh, wait a minute. I was so busy that I forgot I need to place the mic. So, hey there! um, so, I did a quick Google search and I noticed that the ending that I wanted is not existent. At least no player have found it yet. So here's the plan. I missed a couple of endings. I didn't search how to get them. I just, in the middle of that search, I noticed that, oh, these endings exist. And that's it. So I tried to get them. Then I'll try to solve the mystery because I figured a couple of parts that can be connected, but I don't know how you can use them properly. I think that ending does exist, but I'm not quite sure how. So we try, okay? So, raise baby evil octopus. Oh, this is new. Begin the game. So, I didn't know that this store is intractable, so let's close it. Forever. Oh! Wait a minute. I'm such a dumb. I forgot to set the Okay, wait a minute. Now you should hear the sound. Now. Here's the So, again, I didn't know this door was intractable, so let's try to do it again.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. So, I heard
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I heard you can somehow go like Out of bound? Oh. Huh.
At first,
Did I
Stanley
find that,
assumed
did you?
he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
No, I have thought of it.
Think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is which, perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. There is no
continue.
Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to,
what are you talking about? You're
in fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I will do it again. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Okay. What happens if I pick?
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
I'm patient.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
That rhymes so good.
Must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
I'm unbearable already, so... Oh, that's a nice solo, by the way. Such a nice solo. This guitar going to go forever. I'm waiting for the guitar to end. I'm not scared. Give me the ending. I'm becoming impatient, isn't it? Okay, I'm remaining patient. Okay, I noticing that this is a loop song. This is a loop song. Finally, I outpatient you. I have outpatient you. Nothing? That's it? That's it? I expected something else. Come on, give me something else. I hated it. Give us a narration. So, another guitar solo, another song, and something. And okay. So that's it. That's it. That's how it is. Dang it. Okay. I'm going to restart. So, what is it?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Oh, I messed up my... Okay. So... another ending that I heard that I missed is interaction with pieces. That some of them show something that you should interact with them. So, okay. Yeah. So... and after you interact with them, you should just restart. So, let's do that. What the hell?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the hell? I always wondered what this room could be. Obviously it's open. So, okay. Oh, okay, there is a second computer. That's the second computer.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So, Restart again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So... well, all of the PCs are showing something as dynamic pressure. If I'm discovering a breaking... Okay.
When
So
Stanley came to a set of 2 open
there's
doors,
another-
he entered the door on his left.
there's another PC on the bathroom. So let's check that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So... there's a PC here. Oh, there it is. So now we will start again to see what happens.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
I like work. I just hate my boss. Same. Same. Okay, so... oh, there it is. So... now begin the game again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So...
No matter how hard
nothing.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So... what is the last input? Again in the bathroom. So... let's go there and see if
When Stanley
that
came
computer
to a
is
set
there.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, okay, we go here.
Yet there was not a
We
single
go
person here
out
either.
here.
Feeling
because
a
the-
wave of disbelief,
we go here.
Stanley decided to go up to his
Then
boss's office. Coming to a staircase,
we go
Stanley walked
upstairs.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Then we go here. No, it's not this one either. So, okay. What I missed?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo?
Wait a minute. Isn't it? Yep. Our own PC. I didn't follow that. What the what? What? What if I turn all of them? Either that's a content that they never fought or it's overthought of content. Based on my experience with this game. Okay. So... oh, this is going to take some time. This is going to take some time. But it's hilarious, kind of, you know? Because, you know, a Stanley job is to push buttons, and Stanley Element, it's just buttons. Oh. They're coming back? Makes sense. Oh, I just noticed the song is saying buttons! Okay, let's restart again. I'm sorry. I choked on coffee. Got that. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, another thing that I have heard is that by restarting the game, you can change the ending. So, let's try to just do that. Okay, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nope. The sequel is now paused. What do you mean the sequel is now paused? Okay. Nothing. It changes nothing. I heard that there's a like a T checkbox somewhere. Sure, reticle. I don't know what that is. I will. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. Dexterity. Sure. Enable content when an option to skip sections of the game that deal with suicide trauma. You did that very late. I read that very late. What the hell reticle means? What does that supposed to mean? Wait a minute, I translate that to my own native language. Ah. Then, yeah, why not? Keep that. Oh, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Okay.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
Maybe
lounge
something
first,
had changed
just to
because
admire. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So, okay, I will restart again. So that one changed, but it was not that much. It was just a start. So let's keep restarting the game until it states something new. No. No, nothing changed. That one got changed though. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong. By now it should have been changed like a billion times. Oh! Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, no, surely not.
So what the hell is document do they have? Like... I'm confident! I'm confident! Okay. So, beginning the game again. So that was the ending that they... With the restart of the game, it disappears? Nah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, okay. Now I've officially got all of the... Like...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
All of them... endings.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
What happens if I stay here? With that pencil sharpener. Okay. Okay. I want that dog sound. Oh. No, I don't want to. Okay. Another question that keeps bugging me. Advance to there. Okay. So let me save this on my memory, my fishy memory. Okay, so we want to be here, but the other side. Okay, so you go too much here, so we escape that, and we go here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What? What? Is that another troll that game does to you?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Okay, so let's restart the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, I think I know where that place is. I tried to get to that place.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So, let's...
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think that place is this
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. So, another thing that I think, my memory is fuzzy, but I think
a soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Line part is...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I tried my best.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. I go downstairs.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from
oh yeah, I remember that. He was confused.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know.
Clearly...
You said it.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
He's confused.
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
So where this place is?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
interesting.
Back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I remember that something goes wrong, I suppose.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No.
Oh, yeah.
No, I restarted.
I remember
I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yes.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. So, we have simply 4 choices here. So I will come back.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
So
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
There were so many doors.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But for now, I just continue. Oh,
okay,
of course, there's no door.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Excuse you, what? What now?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Now we hit Summers. I kind of remember now.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
What?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I didn't remember that in first.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Then the whole game messes up. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What? I remember that there was... What if I don't follow?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, okay. Boring. God, I didn't do this part before. So let's... Oh, okay. So let's follow the line. Trademarked. Okay. This is closed. This is closed.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
So. Okay. Yeah, I remember that line goes crazy. Nothing? What? Okay. Nothing to disobey the law. No. They really missed a chance with that, huh? Okay. So what now?
Wait. Cut the music. Go back and look at that fur.
I'm not going to.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, I wanted to see this part so long.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
To hell with it. Restart. So, let's go by the line again, I guess.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Let's
now,
go.
Yes, this is exciting. Just
Not really.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
No, you're not.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
So, what now?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
Okay, let's restart the game.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What the? Seriously? Okay. So, something I wanted to try. There's two things I want to try with that door. with that
When
ending.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
if I go
perfectly
through
well.
another door,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley felt eager to get back to business. Stanley
what happens
took
if
the
the
first
midway
open
I
door
pick
on
up
his
the
left.
bucket? Because we know that bucket
And
changes
so
the
he
story.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Oh, by the way,
and
we
got
can...
back on track.
I guess we can?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
So
now in order to get back, he needed to go...
2 endings planned.
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake. No,
Okay.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
So,
what was I thinking? It's clearly...
I don't know.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
1 minute for me as well.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, I came back. So, of course, the monitor room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Of course.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
So,
all of his co-workers were gone.
oh, there's no
What could it
bucket
mean?
anymore?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So,
When Stanley... Wait, what? No,
the question that
I
remains
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game
is
over, completely
going
fresh.
through
Everything
different
should
doors does
be... did
affect
something
it?
change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It
Yes.
was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the
Let's
story.
go through the left door like it's supposed to go. It doesn't really matter. Huh. So all of them, it seems like lead the same way, I guess. Ah, okay. So that turned out this way. What about
I'll
you?
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. So I'm completely restarting it again. So, now the
Just a
out
step
of bound
through this
ending
door,
without
Stanley thought to himself,
with the
that's
bucket.
all I need. If I can make it through... As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception.
Suddenly.
This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of— No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening
What
like—
the?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true
Seriously?
power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
What the what?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself.
Okay.
That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
So that was hilarious. The buckets are still here? Okay. So what now? I should
When
go
Stanley
to,
came to a set
towards
of two
that one,
open
I think.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess. Okay, wait a minute. I should do something real quick. Sorry. Sorry, I need to do something real quick. Wait a minute. Sorry, there was an matter that I should have attended to. So, oh, I put the wrong headset on. There's so many entities. You don't even want to know. Okay. I put the wrong headset. I was like, why is it so silent suddenly? Okay, so let's go to
there
that
was not
one
a single person
ending.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So, now that I have gone through all the endings, I want to try.
Stepping into his manager's
see if
office,
the
Stanley was once again
ending that
stunned
no
to
one
discover not
thought-
an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
I
Stanley
think
wondered in
4, 5,
disbelief
2,
who
8.
orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Okay,
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of
2,
course,
8,
Stanley
4,
couldn't
4.
possibly
So I
have
got
known
it
this.
reverse.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
So,
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
okay. Let's go through the whole process of the ending.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as
Of
though he
course.
felt more free to
Of
think
course,
for
of
himself,
course.
to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ah! There was a need to
Stanley
way
walked
to
straight
play
ahead
this
through the
game.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Of course, we get to here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I am strong. So, oh,
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
of course.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
course, of
one
course,
them,
of course.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, so bring the elevator off.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm not listening.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Why?
own life
Why
in
should I accept
someone
it?
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
So,
But here was the proof. The heart of the
Here's the
operation.
thing.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
So,
walking, eating,
this thing
working.
exists.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
When
exert
they
its terrible
start
power
to-
over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls
When
once
they
and
start
for all.
to, they show a simple button with color and number. The thing is, we already know that the numbers are here and they're gray. So I'm not quite sure if we should like press the what button? It 10, so I guess there should be like 5 green. I guess. Because I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's go through that and see what can we do. Okay, so idle awaiting, blah 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 blah.
And when at last he found the sword... Oh, Stanley, you didn't
Of course,
just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you
is
go
one
and
of
you
them.
try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to
I'm
let it
waiting
go.
for the
Turn the controls
for this
off
to like
and
turn
leave.
on.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your
So,
time to shine. You are
one
the star.
red.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
Yeah,
until
3
the bomb
attempts
goes
remain.
off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all
One
this means,
red.
I barely know where to start.
Of course, one blue.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
So-
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you
One
exactly
blue.
what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to
So-
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
So,
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean,
Yes.
look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no,
There
these
is
colored
dark
ones.
blue.
Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a
what
cutscene
now?
because I want to watch you for every
What
moment that
now?
you're powerless.
to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clocks.
Ah, okay. I checked every button. None of them are it. I had a hope that at least I can find the color. But no, I was wrong. I admit defeated. I could have done Portal Reloaded, but I cannot do this game. This ending that no one has already done. Okay. So I guess that's it. That's it for now. I feel sad. I wanted to get that ending, but got disappointed. I wanted more. Anyway, it is what it is. So that's it for now, I guess. Bye.